Marty Supreme thematically embodies the type of movie I would make. Like, wow, seeing all the events play out and see the plot destroy this man felt so surreal. And besides the relatability of it all is a core reason of Marty Supreme being so personal to me. As some people like to say, it's giving what I would love to do. Slightly differently, but this is it. I've had this idea for maybe 5 years or so, I'm not sure. I'll tell you the basic premise of it, but this right here is the last thing I wrote for the whole Marty Supreme duology. I wrote the entirety of part 1 and then I'm like, I don't see how I can fit in what I said in the intro anywhere. And then I thought about making one video. It just, okay. Voiceover. My movie that will never be made features a male character between the ages of 20 to 23. Still a young guy, but has been put through the ringer. Not an asshat like Marty, but a guy with a charming cockiness to him that'll have you entertained as the actor leads the ensemble. His main thing at the beginning to middle is wanting to find love, but nothing goes his way, and he goes through so much shit over the course of a short time. Like that list I ran through for Marty. He got home from overseas, ran from the cops, fell through a floor, hustled, crashed a car, snuck back home, hit a dude, then went to Dion's. It just never seems to end. He confesses his love for a girl, doesn't work out. A tire on his car blows up. He tries to set up casual plans with another girl that's always been there for him. She doesn't show up. His car doesn't start at the end of that same night. And mind you, this will be a charismatic guy. His optimism is bulletproof, but throughout the runtime, we will see him break. I'd incorporate my love of 50s to 60s music and probably start the movie with the character showering and getting ready for his day, with King Without a Queen playing while he's singing it. I said a king is just a man if he is here all alone. A man could be a king if he has love of his own. Though I have everything for which a man will die, you are much happier than I. Oh man. The point is, you'd like this guy from the very beginning. I tried mulling over prime examples of witty characters, and what came to mind were first and foremost, especially, Robert Downey Jr. in The Pickup Artist.
Hi, my name's Jack Jericho. What's that? How kind, really. God, I love the way he said that.
Robert Downey.
I'm romantic.
Then some Matthew Broderick and Ferris Bueller's Day Off scrambled in.
It's getting pretty tough coming up with new illnesses. They bought it. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
And a sprinkle of Patrick Dempsey from You Can't Buy Me Love.
You're not under any contractual obligation to me anymore.
I wrote a new poem. It's called Broken Moon. It starts...
Why don't you save it for your college boy? You ignored the Donald Miller dork for 17 years. Now you want to ride on the Ronnie Miller Express. Cindy.
And Tom Cruise from Risky Business.
Got the place all to yourself?
Own home.
Just take those old records off the shelf.
That's her. She's fantastic. Yeah.
I sit and listen to them by myself.
Did you have a good time last night?
I had a great time.
Ironically enough, all 80s movies. But these movies focus on young male leads. They have their own shtick, whether you buy your way through popularity like Patrick Dempsey, or run a specific type of business from your house like Tom Cruise, or forging your own freaking chaotic day, because what consequences are you gonna have so long as you act like nothing happened like Matthew Broderick? And lastly, oozing, dripping quips and lines, being the suavest hotshot with Robert Downey Jr. These are stories where you're here for the main character, much like Marty. You had no idea what that guy was gonna get into next, and it's no surprise that Marty Supreme's biggest award draw this season is not the score, not the costume design, but the actor. The loudest buzz from Marty Supreme is about the lead of the movie, and that's what I would love to create. A film carried by the lead who elevates everyone around them, where you feel for him and wait for his next move. Toss in Pretty in Pink, 16 Candles, I haven't seen it, for the opposite point of view. Say Anything for the serious, down-to-earth segments. And two other movies that just came to me on the spot that hold slight similarities would be Me and Orson Welles and 𝙈𝙆𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙇 Goes Down. Both feature Claire Danes, oddly enough, but at their core are about 17-year-olds sort of finding their way. Coming of age is a huge theme here. At some point towards the middle, we'll see him sing another Dion song, but more so just saying the words while life weighs on him. You ever get that intermittent feeling of loneliness? Yeah, you're fine day to day, but then that random pang of emotions hits you, and cue every little thing I do. Lonely walks in the park, counting stars when it gets dark. Every little thing I do reminds me of you. Or, oh my god, maybe he's just out in public, headphones on or in his car, whatever, listening to Havin Fun, and then he sees the girl that didn't reciprocate his feelings. The camera goes back and forth between him and then her, and the shots are interchanging, and then this part comes on.
You know, someday you're gonna realize that I was the one. Then you'll be crying while I'm having fun.
And he'll have his moments like this alone, but when socializing or pursuing his next hurdle, he's lovable, he shines, only to be reflecting on life and borderline depressed when no one is around him. I'd like to make the character's secluded moments really polar from the main feel-good young wanderer guy movie. Just a slight tone shift where you'd say, oh no, it's happening again. Maybe the color grading becomes off too, reflecting his state of mind, but only for a minute, 2 tops. I don't need those, this movie is going in so many directions accusations. Or maybe I'd keep it limited to like 2 to 3 scenes in the entire movie where he's deeply reflecting. A story of a young man trying for love, for some peace, for some friendship, and for some reason, it just doesn't happen. I don't want him to be invincible like Ferris Bueller, but relatable. The audience will see him from all sides. That scene when Marty is running away from the cops is one that I felt was too short. What a tease. Some people were mad about the orange balls not having much screen time. For me, it was the lack of the anxiety-inducing adrenaline running I thought we'd have. Give me some sort of 8-minute on-the-run chase. One battle after another pretty much nailed it, from Bob leaving his home with the whole phone call debacle to the point where he falls off the roof and gets tased with that score. I never conceptualized what the climax of the movie would be, but the last shot before credits is our character on the ground, Mac Miller swimming style, empty inside. Slow zoom into him from afar, and maybe he'll shed a tear, maybe a 1,000-yard stare. I don't know what would narratively make more sense. Maybe he'd be breathing sporadically trying to calm a panic attack. I don't know why he's sitting on the ground seemingly defeated. Maybe something else bad happens that the movie has built up to and once again fell through for him. How is he supposed to get through this one? Does he have any fight left in him? Does his personality change from charismatic to a quiet, shut-in, dimmed version of himself? Maybe he got some good news and just can't process it through all that's happened to him. Maybe all throughout the second half of the movie, he has good fortune in a job, an internship, an opportunity. He wins a lottery or something. Yeah, kind of like that. Nothing goes well for him the whole time, and then some stupid ass scratch off has winning numbers. Something that would change his life for the better and would erase all the pain from everything we've seen. This is great, but there he is, still empty. Without a love? Is that why he's not celebrating? We could wrap King Without a Queen back in from the intro for a full circle conclusion with the following lyrics as it fades to credits.
I said,